So before we get the bus to go visit where Ronnie Barker's ashes were buried, let's have a bit of a read through his Wikipedia profile. So, birth name Ronald William George Barker, OBE, 25th of September 1923, died 3rd of October 2005, was an English actor, comedian and writer. He was known for roles in British comedy series such as Porridge, The Two Ronnies and Open All Hours. So he was born in Bedfordshire, and he died in Aylesbury in Oxfordshire, and that's why his ashes were buried at Banbury Crematorium, which is north of here. Education, City of Oxford High School for Boys. He worked between 1946 to 1988, and then 1909 to 2005. His spouse was Joy Tubb, who he married in 1957. He had 3 children, including Charlotte Barker. His genres was black comedy, improvisational comedy, insult comedy, observation comedy. Barker began acting at Oxford Amateur Dramatics while working as a bank clerk, having dropped out of higher education. He moved into repertory theatre with the Manchester Repertory Company in Aylesbury. So after joining the BBC, Barker achieved significant success with a sketch show, The Two Ronnies, ran from 1971 to 1987 with Ronnie Corbett. The duo maintained their careers as solo performers. Barker notably shared an inmate. Nearly started as an inmate, Norman Stanley Fletcher in the sitcom Porridge from 74 to 77, and a sequel Going Straight in 78. As a shopkeeper, Arkwright Open All Hours. Yes. So, I'm gonna talk about the whole Two Ronnies. There are so many funny skits out there involving like the guys, and the main popular sketch they ever did was 4 candles. So basically, Ronnie Barker walks to a hardware shop, and he's like, 4 candles, and so Ronnie Corbett thinks that he asks for 4 candles. So he's like, no, 4 candles, candles for forks, and he's like, get any O's? You mean a hose? So he's like, no, O's. You mean a hoe? Oh, you mean patio? And he's like, no, run poo, letter O. And then he says, you get any peas? And he thinks it's like letter P's. He's like, no, tins of peas. And he's like, any plugs? And he thinks it's bathroom plugs. And he's like, it was an electric plug. He's like, these are electric plugs. And he's like, washers. Floor washers, tap washers, windscreen washers, tap washers. And then he starts to list stuff like Barker. And Connor says to his co-worker, hey, can you fix up this guy? We've had enough with him. And then so the shop owner basically pulls away a thing and says, alright, how many do you want? 1 or 2? And it says, bill hooks. Which Corbett thought it said bollocks. So, the B3's here, almost here, so I better get on now. I mean, crematorium is like a 30-minute walk from here, 1.5 miles. Not as bad as the 3.6 miles I walk 4 times a week. So I'm gonna go have a look around. But I just find there's a really nice cemetery, and I noticed there's some war graves nearby. This isn't the crematorium where Ronnie Barker is buried. Excuse me, is buried. But as I noticed, I had some Commonwealth war graves sticking out from here. I thought it'd be good to have a look around. Go on right here. Someone who died 837 during World War II. We're close to the end of it. Westminster Dragoons. Never seen a tombstone like that. Yeah. But it looks like in this section, these are mostly from. Excuse me, Apple. Yeah. This guy's from after World War II. That one over there is a Dutch, so that's really nice fitting how he's buried here. He died 1943. I like how the Dutch tells them like when they were born, when they were died. These are mostly Royal Air Force, as you can tell. I can actually see a New Zealander buried over here. Royal New Zealand Air Force, died 1942. Another one that should get. I think I'm gonna have to tell a Commonwealth War Grave Commission about this damaged tombstone, so it needs to get fixed a bit. Yeah, but these tombstones look quite rather new. And oh yes, that's a Canadian Royal Air Force. That's a Royal Australian. So you mean like that's Australian, that's Canadian. That's like similar. I mean, different span type of eagles, but like similar like logos. And typically all New Zealanders just have a silver fern. Nothing special. I just passed the last roundabout, and according to my maps, the crematorium is over there, I believe. Just past like that house over there. Because normally, when there's a crematorium, there's a little house that symbolizes an office or something. So it shouldn't take me too long to find Ronnie Barker's grave. I know what it looks like. I know he's buried in a crematorial niche, which is like a meter high, I believe. And unfortunately, I don't have any 4 candles with me. But I mean, I still got my glasses, so at least I'm wearing like my typical Ronnie Barker spectacles, even though they don't look alike. And it's good night from me and good night from him. The crematorium is on that hand side. From what Hollywood Graveyard showed me, it should only be a small walk to visit Mr. Barker's grave. So let's go. I gotta be quiet because there could be services on right now as we speak. So this right behind me is a cemetery, and right in front of me is Banbury Crematorium. So I believe people who have their ashes buried must be buried in the crematorial part. Because like none of the graves back there look like the one of Ronnie Barker. It's like Barker. You call him Baker. Forgive me. So this right behind me is a cemetery, and right in front of me is Banbury Crematorium. So I believe people who have their ashes buried must be buried in the crematorial part. Because like none of the graves back there look like the one of Ronnie Barker. It's like Barker. You call him Baker. Forgive me. So these are the crematorium niches where they put the urns in. These are the ones that were Ronnie Barker was buried. It's these types. So that's what I found on findagrave.com. Very nice, very peaceful. What a great place to be cremated, have your ashes buried here. Oh, maybe he's over there. Let's see. And here it is. As I always tell, the grave of the most flowers stands out. In loving memory of Ronnie Barker and his wife Joy Barker. Doesn't say much about Ronnie's age or his birthday, death date, but it just says, there it is. Loving memory, Ronnie Barker. 4 candles. Huh? There we are. No, I said 4 candles. Handles for forks. Oh. You mean you want a hose? No. O's. No, you don't want a ho. No. Mon repos. Letter O. You got any peas? Peas? Tens of peas. And it washes. Right, tap washes, dish washes, the floor washes, lag sockets, plugs. 13 amp. These electric plugs. Oh, that is it. Like the saying, danger, Nick is ahead. Or, in this case, not tonight, Josephine. So, my battery is almost running out. I'm going to end this here. God bless you, Ronnie Barker. From one man who wears glasses to another. Rest in peace, you legend. And don't worry, I'm taking the glasses with me. So, old man Ronnie Barker's grave is here. Crematorium and Hardwick Hill Cemetery. We go, just walk past through the cemetery and go down to the crematorium. You'll find him there. This is Martin Metalhead here. Sayonara, over and out.